My name is Tim Williams, mixologist for Chopping Block Chicago, and today we're going to make a Tom Collins. For a Tom Collins, you're going to need a few basic bar tools, starting with a shaker. You're going to find a jigger that you're most comfortable with, something that has volume of liquid sort of clearly marked. These are by OXO, and these are just very standard 1 ounce, 2 ounce jiggers. You need some fresh lemon. We're going to use this for juice and for garnish. We're going to need some simple syrup, which is a very simple mixture of just hot water and sugar in a 1-to-1 ratio. We're going to use some London dried gin. Today we're going to use Beefeater. And then we're going to use some soda water. So let's get started. First thing you're going to do, we're going to start with our simple syrup. And so the simple syrup is, again, just equal parts water and sugar. We're going to add 1 ounce of simple syrup to our shaker. Next, we're going to take the juice of a lemon, should be about 1 ounce as well. There we go. I'm going to drop that in. Next, we're going to add our gin. So we're going to add 2 ounces of gin right to the shaker. And that's pretty much it. Now obviously there's some more technical things that we need to do, but that's a really simple build, and that's something that we kind of work a lot with here. It's a very standard ratio of 2 ounces of spirit to 1 ounce of sugar to 1 ounce of acid or citrus, which would generally be lemon or lime depending on what cocktail you're making. But so that's it, and you can substitute a lot of liquors in there, a lot of spirits in there, and sort of, if you were to add rum or if you were to add cognac or something like that, you'd have a different cocktail, but the ratio itself is going to be the same for a lot of these classic cocktails. So now we're just going to add some ice. Want to fill the shaker about halfway. Ice is totally your friend when you're making cocktails. Don't be afraid of it. You're certainly not going to add too much, and the more ice you add, the colder your cocktail is going to be. And so now we're going to give this a good whack. And you see this angle right here. There's no space between the shakers here, and there's a big gap here. All right, what that means is that we've got a really tight seal so that when we do shake, we're not going to be losing liquid. It's not going to be flying everywhere. So now you're just going to have one hand securely on the back, one hand on the bottom, and you're just going to give it a good hard shake. And that's that. The sides are kind of cold and frosted now, and that's when you know you're in a pretty good spot. Crack that open. Now the next thing we're going to do, we are going to add some soda water to this cocktail, but what you don't want to do is pour your cocktail and then add the soda water, because the densities and the sugar content are such that the soda water is never really going to mix in if you just put it on top of the drink. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to grab our glass, and we're going to measure out about an ounce and a half of soda water, and we're just going to drop that in first. That way when we dump the cocktail in on top, everything's sort of worked in there and everything's sort of playing nicely, and then you can just add it and garnish it, or add the ice and then garnish the cocktail. There's that. Again, same thing as when you're shaking. Ice is your friend. It's the only thing that's going to keep this cocktail delicious and cold while you drink it, while you enjoy it. You don't want it to get flat in your hand or warm in your hand. Give it a nice straw. And just a lemon wheel for garnish. And there you have, oops, a Tom Collins.